Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video. My apologies for not uploading yesterday. You see, my computer decided it was going to take a day off, and every piece of software that I used to make these videos decided it was going to stop working properly. So I spent most of yesterday and this morning trying to either find replacements for the software or trying to fix the problem with what I was doing. Hopefully now it's fixed, fingers crossed. So we'll just get on with it, and today we are going to be reacting to It's Okay to Cry, which, as I understand it, is a hip-hop artist from Denver, Colorado. That's all I could find about him. I searched high and low for more information about him, could not find anything. So, yeah. The track we're going to listen to is called I've Seen Satan, He Has Dreadlocks. Now, as I understand it, this track is about how he can't trust anybody. You know, he can't trust any of these fake friends that, you know, are just there wanting him for what he has. That's what I'm understanding. So, I think what we'll do, because there isn't much else I can tell you about him or the song, I think we'll just get straight into it. I'll put a link to the original video in the description below. So we'll get straight onto it. It's Okay to Cry. I've Seen Satan. He Has Dreadlocks.
Trust the
That's very interesting. That is not the excuse me. That is not the vocal style I was expecting at all. Very, very interesting. I mean, with a vocal style like that, could it still be classed as hip hop? I don't know. Very interesting. The strange thing about the video is the whole song started with "Swipe and No Swiping." And basically, it was a soundbite from Dora the Explorer. So that was a bit that threw me off a little bit, especially from what I was expecting. But as I was saying before, radio side, you know, about the whole not trusting anybody. And the first couple of lines are, "I can't trust a soul." You know, so we get straight to the point. And then he goes to the verse, "Make no friends because they shapeshift." You know, and it's the typical thing when with people who come into fame or money and stuff like that. It's like all these people that you thought were your friends before suddenly are really good friends. You know, sort of like, oh, he's got money. Do you right, buddy? Do you mind if I borrow XYZ amount of money? And as soon as you turn around to them and say no, they go, oh, you're not any kind of friend, are you? What kind of friend are you? You can't lend me a couple of $1,000 or whatever, you know. And or you get all these people that you just knew, who then start worming their way out of the woodwork and are suddenly now your really good friend. The next line there is, "Can't trust no bitch cause your face split." And now is that, oh, he says get your face split. Now does that mean, is that referring to them being two-faced, like being nice to you, straight to your face, but talking about you behind your back, you know? Don't know, maybe. And there's the next line there, "If I make $1 million, they gonna take it." So It's like what I was saying before, all these people will start turning up and going, you know, you're my mate, this, that and the other, we'll hang out, we'll have a drink, and then it always descends into, by the way, could you lend me some money? It's always the way. It always goes that way. So I can see the point he's trying to make, and he's making it quite well. And he's making comparisons between, you know, it's like, what's dirt to a pagan? You know, because these are things that they are familiar with, they are used to. It's like, what's dirt to a pagan, what's broke to a beggar, what's blood to a slayer, what's no to a failure, and what's gold to a saviour. So it's like, these things don't mean anything to these people. You know, they have no vast significance to them. They have them in excess. So, you know, they have it, but it's not something that they need to survive. So, you know, they're just sort of, it's just sort of there, and that's pretty much the way the way he sees friends. It's like he doesn't need friends to be who he is. He doesn't need friends to survive. He doesn't need friends to get through life. Maybe that's what he's saying. I'm not sure. But interesting. We'll carry on. As I understand it, it's not a very long song, so we'll see what happens. Well, there you go. That was It's Okay to Cry. I've seen Satan. He has dreadlocks. Don't know why I did it in that weird voice then. But anyway, it's very, very interesting. Now, in the past I've covered hip-hop artists who have dabbled in the heavier side of music, into sort of the metal side of music. People like Tech9 have done it, and they've done it well. Then there was this one particular artist I've checked out a couple of times, whose name escapes me now. What was his name? Because he was bloody awful. No, I completely lost his name. But anyway, he was terrible. You know, and he actually came from a metal band. He was singing about, you know, he was singing about metal culture and people from the metal culture. Ghostmain, that's who I'm talking about. He was terrible. He was absolutely bloody awful. He had the potential to be great, and his style was awful, his delivery was awful, the music was just terrible. You know, it was just diabolical. But this was brilliant. It was brilliantly executed, great vocal style. You know, something I've not seen in hip hop before. So yes, it was very, very interesting, very, very good. I very much like that, and I would be very interested in hearing some more of his stuff. So yes, I shall have to keep an eye out for him in the future. Don't know what else to say about it, so I'll leave it at that. Excuse me, bloody hell. If anybody would like to suggest a track for me to react to, then please do so by me. Drop a comment in the comment section below, or you can message me on my Facebook and Instagram. Links for those are in the description below. Yeah, just note that if you do send me a request, it might take some time for me to get around to it, because I do get suggested dozens and dozens of tracks every single day, and I write every single one of them down. But my list is growing faster than I can record it, so it might take me some time before I get to yours. So, yeah, but rest assured, I do write every single one of them down, and then we'll get to it eventually. It just might take me some time. Also, Metalhead Reacts is a proud supporter of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are a British-based charity which are aimed towards putting an end to hate crime. Whether you listen to alternative music or dress in alternative fashion, whatever gender you identify as, whatever your sexual preference, whatever your religion, race, physical ability or disability, nobody has the right to judge you or attack you for being who you are. As long as the way you live your life is within the confines of the law, you are free to live however the hell you want. Nobody has any right to attack you for it. Nobody has any excuse or valid justification for attacking you. And these people, the people that do attack these, people, the people who commit these acts need to be shown that they will not get away with it. They will be arrested. They will be sentenced. And, everyone has as much right to live on this planet as everybody else. No one's got more of a right to exist on this planet just because they like the more popular stuff. It's not the way it works. So, yeah, I think it's a very worthwhile cause because, I myself, I've been attacked just by the way I look and what I listen to. I know many friends have been attacked for the way that they lead their life, whether it's because they have a different sexual preference or what have you. It's a worthwhile charity to me because this sort of thing needs to be brought to light, and this needs to be spoken about more. All the time you see in the news, like these people getting attacked because they're a different religion. Muslims are getting attacked daily because of the fear-mongering and hatred that governments are creating, when in fact there's no need for that, because not all Muslims are, in fact most of them are incredibly peaceful people. You see these things about disabled people getting mocked all the time on TV. You get all this, but you don't hear about when somebody of an alternative nature, such as a metalhead or a goth or an emo, whatever you want to call them, you never hear when they get attacked, because that's not deemed to be important. But it is. It shouldn't matter the way you dress, it shouldn't matter the music you listen to. You should be able to live life the way you want, and you shouldn't be attacked for it. But anyway, been rambling on. If you'd like to know more about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, there is a link to their website in the description below. Pop over there, find out more about them if you'd like, and if you can support them, that would be fantastic. Even just the smallest amount helps. But we'll leave that as it is for the time being. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.